Record. Good morning. Rolling that ball. Back and forth, up and down, sideways, even go diagonally. What the heck? A new twist. Underneath the pad of the thumb and underneath the pad of the pinkies and across the knuckles. And let's depress the fingers as best we can. So start with the index finger and just press the ball between it and the thumb and create some isometric pressure there. Next finger and down to the ring finger. And then the pinky, you're not going to get much of an indentation in the ball there, but you are getting some isometric strength out of that. Over to the other hand. And next finger. One more. And then the pinky. And today, let's throw the ball up in the air. Whoa! And try to catch it. But you want to try to fool yourself. Keep it going from one hand to the other and then do both hands. Maybe slap it. Just make it a challenge. Yes! And don't make it that much of a challenge. One of my pads came loose as I went for the ball. Be safe. 3, 2, 1. We've been assessing how our feet are. Ball down on the floor. And step on it 3 times in the middle of the foot. And go up to the knuckles. And press once going across. I may not post this one. Okay, and now rotate on the heel and slide across the knuckles.
But we're all human.
Yeah, right. And roll it down each of the bones. And scribble it all around. And 3, 2, and 1. Reassess. And go to the other foot. Try to bring that up to par, the new par, by pressing down 3 times in the middle of the foot. And going up to the knuckles. And sliding it across the knuckles. And rolling it down the bones. And scribble across the whole surface of the foot, except the heel. Three, 2, 1, reassess. And let's shake the limbs of the tree. That slide reminded me of a column the Chicago Tribune columnist Mike Royko once wrote. Royko was a great amateur softball player. And he said, he was writing about how much he loved the game. And he said, the way I want to go is sliding into home plate with the winning run. And I always thought, yeah, me too. But not today. Pause, 2 deep breaths. And twist at the waist and swing the arms. These are the 2 warm-ups to the National Qigong Association's 5 treasures. And we'll center. Again, 2 deep 3-dimensional breaths. Rib cage expanding, sideways, bottom, top. Rubbing the hands together, cultivating chi. And forming a chi ball. And letting it lead us wherever it wants to go. As it expands and contracts, just feel the energy between the palms. And we'll come and center and go right into some ocean wave breathing. Hands come out, come back in, out a little further, back in, exhaling as they go out, inhaling as they come in, up to shoulder level, and back in. Start coming down. Rocking forward a bit as you go up. Coming back on your heels as you come back in. And center. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, step out and gather in starlight at one side. Lower down Tien, heart, throat, third eye, and 3 times around the crown. And center, and we'll go the other hand behind the back. And gather it in from the other side. Centering. 2 breaths. And let's march in place or jog. With 21 seconds left, I'm going to go all out, but do what you feel is right for you. You might want to just keep at the same pace or go a little bit faster. I want to do, well, you know, we're going to do primal moves today. So I would just stick to the marching or jogging. We're going to be doing some squatting, some twisting, hinging, and pulling, and pushing, and rotating, and lunging. So, in 5 seconds, I'm going to go all out for 21 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. 13, 14, 15. 21. 2 deep breaths. Interlace your fingers. Bring them up over your head. Reach for the sky. Go back into an extension if you can. Otherwise, wait there as we come back and bend to one side. And then the other. Center again. Bring the hands down slowly, pushing out at the chest. And come back down. Hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers and raise the hands. Shoulder blades come together. Raise them up a little higher. And back down. Let's shrug. And roll the shoulders back. And then forward. Bring one arm across the body, right below the throat, and press back on the elbow. And then the other. Bring the one arm above and the other arm behind. And if you want to, you can use a piece of cloth or a belt or a strap, a band. But if you can, grab your hands together. Otherwise, use a piece of cloth to do so and pull in opposite directions. And then reverse the hands and do the same.
There's small towels on the bathtub.
I'm sorry? All right. 3, 2, 1. Let go, extend the arms and rotate in one direction and then the other. One palm is down, the other palm is up, and just flip-flop. Bring the hands in and rotate the neck. And the other direction. Nod. And go ear to shoulder on both sides. Look over one shoulder. And then the other. Look up. And down. And let's grab a stick. We're going to be stretching our legs a little while, so we won't do the normal leg stretching at this juncture. Let's rotate the stick out in front of us in a big circle. And then bring it back in. Flip-flop. Bring it in and flop at the wrists. Push out. Switch the direction, palms up, flop at the wrists. And do some curls. Put the stick behind your back in the crook of the elbows. And again, twist at the waist. And if you want to, you can go into an extension here. Otherwise, keep twisting. And we're going to come up, stop, and tuck in the chin and peck out like a pigeon. Tuck in, peck, in, peck. Two more. And bring the stick around up to the neck. And put it in the crook of the elbows. And rotate the trunk. Keep the head and hips steady, straight ahead. Grab the stick with the back hand, your palm is facing out. Align it with your spine and just move your arms up and down. Stick is going up and down your spine. And again, a good time to reassess how our neutral spine works. So put the stick along your spine. You want, under ideal conditions, for it to be touching your tailbone, be nestled in between your scapula, touching the back of your head. As you hinge from the waist going forward, your hips are over your ankles, and you want that stick hopefully still touching those points. And that's the neutral spine that I'm always talking about. Come back up. Let's switch the positions of the hands. What was on bottom goes on top, etc. Bottom hand again is facing out. And we'll go up and down again. And let's bring the stick out front. And we'll do 15 toe and heel raises for about a second hold on each. So toes, heels, toes, heels. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 15 and 15. All right, we're going to do the 7 primal moves again, as I mentioned before. Squats, lunges, push, pull, bend, twist, and the gait, the walk, the movement. You can hold on to the stick if you want to. We're going to do some lunges. You could also hold on to the back of the chair if you need it, or nothing at all. Let's do a forward lunge today. So you want to step forward with one leg. Let me get this out of the way. And go down. Your knee is not quite touching the ground if you can get it that far. If you can't, no problem. Don't go any further. If you need to, hold on to a chair. And we'll do 10 on each side. 1, 2. We're doing the same side. 3, 4, 5. You might want to put your hands in front of you. 9. That might help them balance-wise. 10. And then, or some people like them on their hips. 1, 2, 3. I just like to leave them hanging. 4, 5, 6, 7. And 10. Okay. We're going to do a squat, a deep squat, and hold. So you want to spread your feet out further than shoulder width. Point your toes outward. You want to get as deep as you can on this. Go down. You want your feet flat on the floor. If you need to, hold on to the back of a chair or the pole. If you can all get down to here, that's fine. But go as deep as you feel safe doing. 1, 2.
Someone is at the back door.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30 coming up. Great. All right. Now we're going to do some rotations. And of course, we've been doing rotation, but this will be a little different. Spreading the legs apart again. We're just going to bring one hand over towards the toe of the opposite side. And again, let's do 12 of these. That's 2, 2, 3. I'm up to 8. And feel free to stop anytime if you're feeling you've had enough. 12. Coming up. All right, we've been bending on that, but we're going to bend again. We're going to hinge. And again, you want to start with your trunk over your hips over your ankles, your shoulders, your ears aligned. Hinge forward at the waist. You're stretching your hamstrings as you're doing this, as you know. I'm going to go forward, and let's make it not too difficult today. Just go down on your knees and push up from your knees. There's the push aspect. Come back up. Hinge, come up. And let's do 7 of those. That was 1. Hinging, inching forward, kneeling. Palms are underneath the shoulder. Do a push-up. Knees on the ground. Of course, if you want to just do a regular push-up, you can do that too. Come up. Hinge. Hinge forward. Push-up. That's a terrible push-up. 3. Come up. We're almost halfway there. I'm working on 5. Two more. Or not. Stop if you want to. And coming up for the last one. And up. Great. The last one is the pull. And if you have weights or cans and you're doing this by yourself, you can do it with weight. But wide stance, just hinge at the waist, again, another hinge, and come up. Hips are over the ankle. It's a deadlift for those of you who have worked in gyms like Kent's there. Let's do 2 more. Good. And finally, just some gait movement. So step forward and rock back. Step forward, rock back. Now start bringing your feet off the ground a little bit as you rock back and forth. And bring your hands into motion. Both hands going forward as you go forward, back as you go back. And name a city in Utah. Bring the mind into this. And Colorado. And New Mexico. And Delaware. And New Hampshire. And Tennessee. And stop. And let's put the other foot forward. You're just rocking back and forth on them. And now you're starting to pick them up. And getting those arms engaged in the process. And you're naming a city in Michigan. And in Ontario. Yeah, I guess why not? And in Georgia, in old Georgia. And Texas. And let's stop. All right, let's gather ourselves together and center. Deep breath as we exhale and inhale. And here comes Alaska. She sends her greetings. We're opening our hearts. Exhale, inhale and pause. And on the exhale, send that out. And center with 2 deep breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. Exhaling on the way up and inhaling on the way down. And we'll go down and gather up earth chi. And coming up the last time, going for the sky with an ah. Namaste.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome, Hal.
I have to leave because I have some things going on.
Okay,
Take
good
care.
luck with those. See you tomorrow, I hope.
Thanks, Tom.
Jeannie, Ken, hey, Don, how you doing?
Okay.
Good. Today, I think it is a Zen Yin Yoga Day. I am going to fix this mat and the camera that were the victim of my slide before. Before we start, bear with me 1 second. And that's the best we're going to do right now. Okay. I'm going to, we're going to do a cat. The cat goes into a cobra, then into a cat. Sit on the heels, child's pose, sit on the heels, knees to chest, corpse pose, knees to chest, corpse pose. Yes, Suzanne?
Sorry,
Bye-bye.
I have to go. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Okay, great. I'm going to put on a timer. Each pose will be for 30 seconds. I'm going to also switch the camera to the floor, so we'll get down on the floor and start with the cat pose in 10 seconds. Uh-huh. You gonna join us? What happened to time? Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm going to finish. I'm going to start it again. And I got that phone call before I put my sound down. All right. It's going to start in 10 seconds. Over. Cat. On the heels. Child's pose.
one here. Knees to chest. And get on our back. And make any modifications that you need to. Sorry. Knees to chest. And foot. Now,
Well, that was an eventful day.
Thank you, Tom.
I hope everybody survived and didn't follow my mishap. You're very welcome. I will see you tomorrow, I hope. Have a great day. Take care.
Thank you.
Take care,
Thank
Jonathan,
you.
Marlene.
Yes, sir. Till tomorrow.
Great. Ava, Yo, Itzhak. And so long, Mira.
See you.